this direction. So. Uh-oh, I think I got the wrong direction. So if I can turn here. All right, I do hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is Monday. Yeah, so I am on the road. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome. How are you doing today? I won't be able to read your comments, but just go ahead and make sure you don't tap the live. All right, I have a 1 hour drive, so I say why not come on and just chill for a little bit while I am here. But as I say, I'm not gonna be able to see your comments. All right, you can vibe with me while I am driving. I guess if I stop at the stoplight, then I can see you. Yeah, remember to give the video a thumbs up, a like, a share. If you're new here, subscribe to my YouTube page. All right, and follow me on TikTok as well at ThinkNursing1. Yeah. I have a 1 hour drive to see my next patient. Oh, I see 2 persons on the live. Thank you for that thumbs up. Really appreciate you. All right. I am I'll go in front of the truck there. I am in Dallas. Hi, how are you? I'm in Dallas, so I am running to, not necessarily run, but you know, Jamaican, so we're driving. I'm driving down to see this other patient, and then I'll have a few more patients afterwards to see. But yeah, I'm happy. Well, apart from my hair, you're able to see my hair. Yeah, I did my hair yesterday, so it's all mine. Well, 1% of, you know, plastic, but it's all mine, and I'm loving it. So I did it yesterday on a live on TikTok, so you can also follow me on TikTok at ThinkNursing1. I do live on, you know, that platform as well. I try to stream it on YouTube here, but I do that. And I'm doing NCLEX questions on Thursday, so hopefully we'll get to do that one again. I'm a bad driver, my son would say. Block up the intersection. Yeah, so I'll be doing some NCLEX questions on Thursday at 8 o'clock. I think I'm gonna probably do 7 o'clock. So if anybody is interested, you can always join. All right, and if you're a nurse, remember to go ahead and follow me on TikTok, I think ThinkNursing1, and I will follow you back as well and promote your page. All right, but yeah, so I was excited when I went in to see this lady. You know, every single time I go and see her, she's having a fall, because she has, so she's 76 years old. So every time I go in, she's always falling. She have multiple falls. You know, the good thing is that she hasn't been to the hospital because of any other fall. Yeah, but I put in a letter to see if we could actually just try to see if the assisted living could get her a walk-in shower. And I was so excited when I went there this morning. I noticed that them building this lady a new shower. You understand? And so it just feels so good that even though it might sound, you know, simple, yeah, she getting a new shower. And you can see how happy she is, because she has been taking showers from her face basin. Yeah, she hasn't been getting any shower for the past couple of months, she says, but she just never know how to. So I said a lot of times we can go ahead and, you know, verify, or just write something to say why you need certain things. So ask and it shall be given. You understand? Ask and it shall be given. And she's so excited that she's getting a new walk-in shower. So taking out the tub and giving her a walk-in shower. So yeah, that's good news. The highlight of my day today. Might sound little, but Hi, hola, how are you doing? You love my glasses? Yeah, I got them from Lens Rafters. So you can always check them out there. They have some really nice frames, and once you get them on, once you fit them, you don't have to do anything. So that's why I always stick with them, because I just sit down on my face. Yeah. Yes, I am from Jamaica. I'm from Jamaica, Manchester, Jamaica to be exact. But I'm currently in Texas right now. So just in case you're wondering. Alright. So yes, I'm a nurse, and I share a lot of nursing content. Trying to be a content creator. Yeah, trying to be a content creator. I share my stories, so definitely go ahead and check out my page and follow me. Alright, I work as an emergency room nurse, and I am doing geriatric house calls now. So I'm a house call nurse practitioner. I do love it some days, except the dogs and the poop and all of them stuff there. I do love it. I get to talk a little bit more with my patients and advocate for them a little bit more. Even those times, you know, what you advocate for, I really, the patient don't get it all the time, but I love that. I am able to do more for my patient from this setting. Alright. And that's it. So I have 5 patients that I'm working with today that I am going to see. Well, this is the second one. So I'm going to the third one right now, rather. And then from there, I'll have 2 more patients. Well, they're a little bit far out because some of them are like post-hospital visits. And they've recently started some medications. I needed to just check in with them. So it's not that bad. So if you want to become a house call nurse practitioner, go ahead and do it. You understand? But make sure you do something that you love. CRNA is not probably for everybody. But yes, you know, we want money. But it might not be for everybody. Psych NP is not for everybody. But it pays well. Just make sure you're doing something that you love. Alright. And that's it. So I am heading out. What is that in that car? Look like a reindeer. Look like a deer in the car. Oh my word. No sir. Thought it was only what you call it? Only dogs and cats we have as pets. But there is like a deer in the car a while ago. Just funny. Unless it's a pet deer. So as I said, sorry, I'm not gonna be able to look at the comments. I can glimpse there once I'm on like a straight and narrow road and I'm me alone and God on the road. Yes, but for now, I'm sorry, I won't be able to look at it like that. All right, so bear with me. But you can hang out with me. You can hang out and keep me company. Is that police? No. Alright. So I am in some country parts of, not really country. They're like 1 hour away from my house. So I would say it's country. Yeah. Keep car. Fatima, hola. Oh, you're just doing laundry? Okay, I do laundry on Sundays. Only Sundays alone I do laundry on. So every Sunday I wash and clean. So that way in the week, well then again, you know, it depends on, you know, your work schedule. Because if you're a nurse or somebody that works on the weekends, then probably your work, you know, your laundry day is going to be a little bit different. Yeah, but I do mine on Sundays. Nowadays, seeing that I don't work on weekends, it's a little bit easier to just get that out of the way. So these police, now we know them not driving the regular cars, you know, like the regular police vehicle anymore, you know. Them driving some van. Look at the driving, the F-150, the driving everything. I just park up at the side of the road And if you're going too fast, them just turn on them lights and just run you down. Yeah, that's how they are now. They're not driving with nothing that show that they're a police vehicle. Alright. You just see some random vehicles on the road, and they're actually police vehicle. Alright, so it's 12 o'clock, 2 minutes short of 12. So I want to try to finish by 2 o'clock because I want to finish my notes. Okay. Here's which direction? This one? It's both, yeah. Okay. Okay. Where are you from? Azerbaijan. All right. Hi, Sasha. Hola, Sasha Wilson. Sasha Wilson sounds like one of my cousins. Fatima. Hola. Yeah. So we'll definitely go ahead. And as I say, follow me, subscribe to my page here, and check out my video. It's a special little lives. If you're somebody that is planning on moving to the States, if you're an international nurse, I think it will still benefit persons who are not nurses. But if you're an international nurse, definitely those live streams are done on TikTok as well. Yeah, you know the people that are on TikTok, them can talk, and then I talk a lot as well. So yes, they had a lot of questions, and it's like just full of vibes. So definitely go ahead and watch the videos, and it will tell you a lot about transitioning. You'll hear some nurses talk about their experience with transitioning from different parts of the world and what they did. Things like that is tied up in the videos. I know it's long, just play it while you're driving. Just play it and just listen, and just listen to the content, and hopefully you'll get information from it. Not hopefully, you're gonna get a lot of information from it. All right, and laughs and everything else. So definitely go ahead and listen to them. I'm releasing them during the week as well. So, and I'm working on more content. Yeah, I have some content, but you know, content creation is, you know, it's a lot. Content creation is a lot. Nobody told me that, you know, it was gonna be that much, but it take up a lot of time. And it's because I can't edit. You're probably tired of hearing that part. But I can't edit. I cannot edit to save my life. So I have all of these videos that I'll be like driving in my vehicle talking about different things, and I cannot edit them in a timely manner to produce them, you know. But I'm working on it. I'm clearing up my schedule and all of those things. It's taking a little time because I switched my job, so I'm with a new company, and things are a little bit better, but I'm still working with getting my time, you know, situated a little bit better to do all of those on the videos and then post them. But I have a lot of information that I want to share. All right. Yeah. The time is so hot. Temperature outside at 93, but I'm melting. No, so with house call, you have to come out a little bit earlier than usual, like during these times. Yeah, because you don't want to be like visiting any patient, and especially if your makeup is gonna be melting. You don't want your makeup to be melting off your face. You have to get waterproof makeup. All right, make sure you get waterproof makeup. What I'm using is fine. What I'm using is fine, so it's waterproof. So even if I go in the water, them said stay on. I haven't been like sweating or anything, or even if I do go in water, it doesn't like, you know, run off and all them stuff. They look messy. So make sure you're invested in some good makeup, so that way when you go out, you know, you can still be a hot mess on days when it's really, really sunny. But yeah, I'm talking the truth. I'm talking the truth. Like, sometimes you will be out there and you're melting. You come in the car, you can't even sit down. The other day I was seeing some patients, and I think it was like 100 and I see in the car it says 108. I mean, I said, no, sir. May I pray if you not go to hell? Because if the car can't hot, so you can't imagine going to hell. No, sir, I don't want to imagine it. So it was so hot, it feels as though my skin was like tearing off. That's how hot it was. So I was like, So, but it was 108 in the car. I think it went down to like 105 I'd seen. But I had to be doing something like this because I couldn't sit on the car because the car not getting cooler. Yeah, it wasn't getting cool. I wind down the window and let everything kind of blow out, and it's like just hot here. So it's hot, man. It's not so bad today. 94, can deal with it, but yeah, I'm not complaining because when the time get cold, we complain too. We just complain a lot. Also, yeah. So make sure that you plan for it, and make sure you have your water with you to hydrate yourself. It's needed on days like these. And if it means that you need to put a little flavor, like some electrolytes in it, definitely go ahead and do that so you can drink up a lot of fluids, because the last thing you want is to be having kidney problems while you're doing house call because you're not hydrating yourself properly. Alright, so definitely do that. Hydrate. If you notice your urine is getting too dark, obviously you're not drinking a lot of fluids. So drink until you rush to the bathroom. If you're spending the entire day and not going to the bathroom, something wrong. Time is too hot and you're losing too much, something wrong. Alright, so make sure you're hydrating yourself wherever you are, and then from there. So I have 38 minutes to go. And the road's not so bad. It's not so bad. When I was coming down, I was busy. Totally forgot that school is back in session. So that was a bit of a challenge. So I think I probably need to leave out a little bit earlier, because I normally leave out probably like 9 o'clock. Yeah. And I think at that time everybody is going in for work. So I need to leave out a little earlier, and then from there. What is Fatima saying in the chat now? Is Fatima a troublemaker or not? I'm going to say no, you're not a troublemaker. Alright. There's a lot of trucks on the road too. Texas has a lot of trucks. Yeah, so busy with trucks. And the funny thing about it is like, the trucks, them will overtake them one another, and then neither of the two not going any faster, not going any faster. So one overtake the other, then they decide to overtake again and just keep up traffic on both sides of the road. Yeah. So I do a lot of miles during the day for house call, like a lot. Puts a lot of wear and tear on your vehicle, though. Yeah, so when you're doing, and then in terms of efficiency you have to find a vehicle that is going to be very fuel efficient. I love my vehicle. It's so efficient on the gas, so I think I'll probably get another one. I'll definitely get another one. The other one that I was driving, that drink gas every single day, but I did like it because it had a lot of space. I didn't like it some days because it just feel too big. When you want the car to just sit on the road and you just continue driving, you never give me the vibes there. So now I'm back to this one, and I actually love it. I can park anywhere. So you want something that is gonna make sense. All right, you can park anywhere. and it's very fuel efficient, and that's it. And I have a little speed as well, not too much speed, but a little. Hey Scott, how are you doing? No, I'm not on the toll. I'm on a freeway, if that's what you typed a while ago. I'm on the freeway. Yeah. So that's it. Oh, this is 65. So how are your day going? Oh, V8 on the toll. Okay. Oh yeah, man, definitely. I try to stay safe when traveling. Yeah. These patients are a little bit further because it's the end of month, and some of them kind of get admitted to the practice a little bit late, so I have to see them. But for next month, they will be a little bit more with the other group of persons. So I won't feel as though I am traveling, north 1 hour, then 1 hour go east. Things like that, no. Oh, you're out on lunch? Okay. What's on the menu today? I'm not gonna have any lunch today. I'm gonna go home and have Sunday, Monday. Yeah. Sunday, Monday, I'll be having I can't believe I just drive 7 minutes out of the 38 minutes that I just drive so that I was driving. Cannot believe it's only 7 minutes. It's just because the road is like so long, it just feels like it cover a lot. It don't cover anything. I have 31 minutes to go. I thought I would have probably like 20 or so. Yeah. So I don't do like any toll. Like sometimes, depending on if I am like tired and I want to go home early, then I will definitely go on the toll. But for majority of the time, I'm gonna take the toll because the price is expensive on the toll because the toll man them work with government. Yeah, but a lot of times the time doesn't even make any difference between the toll and the regular route. Both of them are almost the same. Probably like 10 minutes if so much. Sometimes it's even 3 minutes difference in terms of the drive time. So in a sense you're spending so much money on toll. The patients are at home. They're not dying. The family members know that if they're dying, they call 911 and then we don't have a visit. But none of the patients are not dying where I need to be there in like run on the toll and be there to see them. Like all of these patients, a lot of them are like bedbound, homebound. So the expectation is that they're home. So I don't need to be spending toll money every single day. Because we dry your pocket, you know, the toll. Toll up here we dry your pocket. So I think I spend like what? $40 by the third day sometimes on toll per week. Yeah. So it will drain you. Looking forward to this patient that I'm going to see, you know. Not looking forward to it. It's okay for me to say that, alright? I'm not looking forward to it. Goodness. Cap protective solutions. Yeah. Not looking forward to it. Every now and again I might have one or two of those patients. But for the first day of the week, usually I try to avoid, you know, because you just want the day if it go good. Yeah, so if I can avoid those patients, and I avoid them. But I tell you, I don't look forward to some of them. I don't. And it's not necessarily the patients, it's just the home. You understand? If I can't get them on the patio, I'll just kind of say, come this direction there. You know, but some days I'm not looking forward to it. But you know, patients need to be seen, so somebody gotta do it. Yeah. And that's what house call service is about. Alright? The good, the bad, and the ugly. You'll see everything. I'm getting my fair share of it. I don't know, I have this patient, like, you know, I saw them, husband and wife, elderly folks. I saw them, their son was home, they had a caregiver. I explained to them that this is what is happening, right? And then the daughter is calling every day wanting me to call her to talk to her regarding everything. And at the time, you know, the home health nurse, you know, she was actually texting, you know, texting everything that I was saying. Like I was spelling the name of the medications I was prescribing, what I was discontinuing, all of those things. So I'm kind of surprised that she called in the office to say that she wants an update, because as far as I'm concerned, she had enough information being sent to her by the home health nurse. So I don't really understand why she called in so often. I shouldn't really understand that every time they call me to come and talk with them, they might get a bill. You understand? But because I have a little heart, you know, and the office told her. But because I made the mistake of calling, but this is with my Google number. I made the mistake of calling her at one point with my Google number. She just decided that she's gonna call me every single day. You understand? She's gonna call me every single day. Like, and I said, it work. That's not how it works. I said, work, dearest. But I think they kind of misunderstand the concept of house call, because I just feel as though, you know, you're there, or, you know, you're supposed to just show up, or you're supposed to just call every second, but they don't understand that it's not one bill for the entire month or for the entire year. Like, it's no different than when you go to the hospital, or you go to the hospital and you come out, you know, not satisfied, and you go back to a different hospital, or you go back to the same hospital. They're gonna give you a different bill. So it's no difference. I don't really understand why house call patients feel as though the concept is different. It's not. Every time I explain something, you're getting a bill. Every time I diagnose you for something, you're getting a bill. It's not no free, no, it's not no, what do you call it, pro bono, or what do you call it, something there? No, it's not no free, nothing. Need to go over that side. Seven. No, never mind. Go. Crash out here, so no, so am I on the right road? SRL 30 East. No, so 27 minutes. And you see how long we're on the thing here? I think I missed my Texarkana. I need to go over that side. There's always traffic out this side. Who is guilty of when you're driving and you realize that the lane is so long on the left, but a 2-lane go down, and even though it's a filter left or right, you just go down all the way down to close to where you're supposed to filter, because the lane is empty. Are you guilty of that? Because when I think I'm guilty, me guilty, because it's like 2 lanes going up the same direction, but everybody just decide to be in 1 lane, and then I just drive down and filter in. Is it wrong to do that? Or am I supposed to join the long line and leave this line as well? Let me know in the comment box, because sometimes we have conversations regarding this, and yeah, but I don't really see the purpose of it. Like, drive all the way down until you are at a point where you're able to filter in, because it's 2 lanes going that direction. But you don't have to be driving and staying in that lane for 15-20 minutes out of the time, and that lane is empty and we're all stuck in the same 1 lane. Like, no. As I say, I'm not guilty of it, but I don't think it's guilt. Yeah, because it's 2 lanes going down. It's just like the same thing. Like the other day I was driving to Florida, and I was in where I was at the time, I think I was in Louisiana. So they were doing a lot of road repairs in Louisiana. And it turned out that the police had the sign up, or they have the little sign up that you're gonna filter in. You're gonna filter in like in the next 2 miles, right? And I saw this long traffic, like this long traffic with everybody on this road that is 3 lane in 1 lane. I mean, I say, what going on there? So like, there's 2 lane over this side. Why we don't continue driving? Somebody said, no, I'm not gonna join the line. So let's continue driving down. And it was probably about 3 minutes worth of driving to that location where the construction was going on. I mean, I say all of these people down there, just see 1 person joining the line, and then 10 persons, then 50 persons, and then everybody just think it's like, you're supposed to be in the 1 lane. Like, no, you don't have to be in the one lane. You don't have to be in the one lane, you know, you can actually go in the other lane until you filter down. But yeah, I'm gonna really join it like that. If the lane is open and at the front, like right up there, the police was right there. So I'm like, well, I guess if I had done something wrong, the police would have given me a ticket. Not true. Yeah, man, he would have given me a ticket, but I never did anything wrong. But I don't know why persons are always just of the mindset that if the lane, if they put up a sign and they say it's gonna be filtered, you know, you're gonna filter into one lane, why do we feel the need to stay in the one lane for 5-10 minutes and cause chaos for everybody else? Or, you know, not necessarily chaos, but persons coming in, see the long line and just decide to continue and not knowing that you're gonna have to drive 5 minutes before you can actually get to that section where you have the construction going on. It don't make no sense. Doesn't make any sense for me. Yeah, doesn't make any sense, but you know. All right, this section has so much traffic. This is the part about Dallas that I don't like. It's like traffic for days, so you have to always walk with your food. Make sure you have a little fluid, drinking, and you know, stuff like that. Or you have your gum. Remember to follow me here on at ThinkNursing on the YouTube page here. You can also follow me on TikTok. All right, if you're a TikToker, join me over there. Yeah. I saw an accident yesterday. Was it yesterday? Not yesterday. I think it was Wednesday with this truck. It was a trailer. Never had any load on it though. And I'm wondering how that truck, even the trailer, reached in the middle of the road like that. Because it was on the, you know, is the median, the thing in the middle of the road. Yeah, sitting on top of it like this. I mean, I said this don't make no sense. And it wasn't even raining that heavily. It was like drizzling for a few seconds and that was it. So I don't really understand how the truck reaching in the middle like that. So where are we joining in from? Are you here, Scott? Or who do we have on the live here? Well, you can go ahead and double tap the screen, okay? Oh, you're having chicken salad. Okay, okay. Yeah, eat healthy though. On a Monday, if you're Jamaican. How you want eating so healthy if you're still here? Trying to figure out which lane, where does this, oh, it's a HOV lane. so sweaty. God. Hello. So the HOV line is empty. People can't wait. Alright, them just realized that them passed the test for HOV. Hi, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, it's a HOV open when flashing. Okay, said okay. Alright. Open when flashing. Said close right now. Okay. Lane close when flashing. Okay. Open when flashing. It not open. So it's okay to drive in the HOV line, which is a high occupancy vehicles. So if you have more than one person in your vehicle, 2 or more persons in your vehicle, then you can drive in this lane. But it says only whenever the light is flashing. So the light is off right now, which means it's a regular road. So me alone can drive in there. Police down here keeping up a bag of things. When the popo, when there's an accident, popo lock off the entire 2-3 lanes. So you have extra traffic because of that. So this is a 4 lane and police lock off 2 lane. All right. And what is this? You have what? The fire department out here and one little. Okay, I can get a crash light for me get. Yeah. Okay, so that was the hold up. So the traffic is not that bad. That was the hold up. So, all right. So 6 minutes to my next exit. And then from there, well, if I could show you where I'm at, I would. I can, but it's a live stream. I'm somewhere in Texas. Here. All right. So I have this patient. She has scabies. So she has scabies for a couple months. Well, I just met her, so I had one visit with her in person. So I went to her house. I realized she was just like scratching, but not only that, her legs, you could actually see like track marks on her leg. So I was like, you know what, let me just head back out on the grass here. So I did that, and on the grass I was just asking her what was happening, and she told me that she She's been having the rash for some time now, and the doctor said that they think it's scabies. I said, okay. But she has a really huge dog in her house. So I say, yeah, man. I have a lot of mites and everything hanging around. She's like, yeah, I'm taking care of it. I'm taking care of the scabies. I just need some more lotion. I said, ma'am, it's not like that. It's not about the lotion. You need to get your place fumigated and get rid of all of these mites, because we could be giving you shampoo, lotion for your scabies. It's like, you know, you're just basically applying a band-aid to it. You're not doing anything. We're not doing anything for you, because based on her notes, I realized it has been going on for months. So it's not getting any better. Not getting any better. So I did a follow-up with her just to see how she's doing, because at the time we had gotten social worker to try to see if they could help her with getting, you know, somebody to come in and fumigate her place, wash down her items and all. And the lady refused. She said no, she just need a cream, and she needs some steroids, and she needs some Benadryl for the itching. I said no, you need some heat. You need some steam in this place. You don't need lotion and all them stuff there. You need some heat on your linens, so that way you can get rid of the scabies, because otherwise not gonna happen. So she said she don't want it at that time. So I told them that I won't be able to go back to see that patient, because if she has scabies, me not running that risk. I don't think anybody is paying me that well to go in any patient's house, not protected well enough to see any patients. So I told the office I won't be able to see her anymore. So they took it and give it to somebody else. But not only that, she's saying that every time that the home health aides or the nurses are coming in there, they're coming in as if, you know, they're treating a COVID patient. And I say, yeah, that's it. You have to make sure you have on the right PPE. Otherwise, we are gonna also be catching this thing from you. You understand? So that was just it. I'm surprised that, you know, she's still using cream and prednisone to date. Yeah. All right. Away from my next location. Oh, the car's so hot. Oh my word, I can't believe it is 1 o'clock already. Can't believe it's 1. Hi, welcome. Caribbean Drive. That's nice. Alright, just remember to go ahead and follow me here on ThinkNursing. Alright, and subscribe to my YouTube page. And you can also follow me on TikTok at ThinkNursing1 for more content related to nursing, travel, and lifestyle. Alright, thank you for tuning in.